Hey, what's going on? What's going on? It's your boy. Just want to get quickly on here. Really just get acclimated. Really just start talking about what's going on with this with the flu viruses and the cross with the coronavirus. That's also in a way a flu symptom virus as well. Um, Definitely just like I said, the coronavirus just hit over 2,000 on the death toll, infected over 75,000, um, mainly in China, but they do have over 1,000 cases outside of China, with a few people deaths. I think Hong Kong experienced two deaths. Japan experienced a death. I know Vietnam. They have quarantined over 10,000 people in a Vietnamese village. So there's a lot of things going on in Asia with this coronavirus. That's actually a zoo. It's a zootic virus. Basically, it basically originated in animals and it jumped into humans. So that you can already know the effect, because that's basically how the death plague was. The death plague, or the Black Death, or they call it the Piesta Tierra. That was also a genetic. It came originally from animals and it jumped to humans. As you know, resulted in killing over 200 million people, plus several tens of million people in Asia, China, majority. Um, so this lets you know it's a very serious virus that's going on. Like I said, China have no way of dealing with it. Many countries are trying to deal with it as well. You got the flu virus of the influenza B and the influenza A. The influenza A has really been the most deadliest of the flu strain, with killing over 14,000 basically of the 2019 and 2020 flu season, with over 26 million illness, over close to a quarter million people hospitalized. So this is the flu is very deadlier than normal. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I mean, they said still people do die, but it be generally people elderly or people that's basically like children. But as you know, this strain is a little more deadlier than normal. That's killing even people that's like maybe my age. So just everybody just be careful. You know, make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you take a lot of endotoxins and everything else, and try to maintain a healthy eating habit, eating style, and stuff. Just really just keep your body in a very functional, and not really in a very cohesive way. But I definitely want to talk about Bloomberg. This is a really temporary. I mean, I'm not going to jump too much on it because, like I said, that's more a focus with him. I know he basically is in this Democratic debate. I think it's the fifth Democratic debate, if I'm mistaken. It could be the fourth, but I think it's the fifth. Um, like I said, actually, I think he bought himself way in. He really bought himself way in. He came, He really started his campaign about a month ago, almost. So I mean, to him, he's very new in the game. I think he in a way bought himself into the base. So I mean, his record of the stop and frisk, and also those leaked videos of him basically justifying the stop and frisk, is very damaging in my opinion. Um, but like I said, I know some people is going to rock with him because they think he's an alternative to, or a best chance of beating Trump. Like I said, in the good words of certain people, Black Authority. Normally, when people vote for the real thing, they're gonna vote for. Normally, they always gonna vote for the real thing. Um, like I said, you got your mild races, and people respect strongman. I mean, that's one thing you have to know in Hispanic culture, to South America, even to Mexico, Caribbean. They always kind of respect the strongman approach of things. So I'm just saying, um, you know, um, the undercover white supremacy, or face the very bold, upfront white supremacy. And people normally just go for the real thing. It's like anything, you go for the best quality, not really more of a copycat or a knockoff or whatever. You just go for the straight, most legit one. So that's just kind of more of a simple analogy, but very true, factual analogy as well. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. Like I said, his record is very shaky. I mean, if the Democratic candidates, if they do good, they might pick him apart. You know what I'm saying? Um, just really, my just opinion on it is really how this going to settle. Um, when it's really get to the after the main election, when the real nomination goes. I don't think Bernie Sanders is going to get the nomination. He's independent. Even though he's running in the Democratic nomination process, he's still an independent, and he's too progressive left. That law, I don't think the party is really going to go that far left. Because, like I said, if you basically pick an independent person who's not a Democratic really by nature or anything else, he's just kind of there as a whatever default guy, it kind of leave your party in disarray of identity because you don't have even principle. You basically elected a candidate don't even run under your philosophy or your ideology. So that's why I don't think Bernie Sanders is really going to win the nomination. Um, Biden might. He's more of the established choice. Elizabeth Warren, from West, her last showing in the debate was kind of an eyesore for her, so I don't think she's going to get it. Um, Bloomberg, like I said, he could maybe use his money, but it's also, like I said, it's more about personalities, and it's also about what type of format you're going to be running. If people can't remember your format of your campaign or the slogan of your campaign, it's going to be a very unlikely thing they will even go towards you. They will basically go. They'll basically go to the candidate they're familiar with. So that's just really off the top. You gotta be familiar with them, and like I said, there's no identity that they have, or even like some root of their ideology. It's gonna be basically like a sinking ship, in my opinion. Um, but yeah, like I said, man, I really didn't really want to. I really didn't want to just go full fledged in the video. Like I said, I'm just kind of jumping a little bit, jumping from different type of topics and everything else. I mean, I think my main goal was the coronavirus. I think the coronavirus is more. If they don't get this underway, this could be like a black plague, because of how the coronavirus is shaping is almost of a black death scenario. It comes from the same type of origin of what the Black Death was. So, just some things to really look at in that situation. But I'll definitely get you guys back in another video, and you guys stay up. All right, one.